What is up, y'all boys? It is Rival G coming at y'all with another video with the Sunset M340. Today I'm coming at y'all with a topic video, and it is why you should maybe consider getting a 21 plus over a 2020 like this one right here. If y'all haven't heard, the 2020s are prone to a few issues, so today I'm gonna go over those issues and let y'all decide whether it's worth, you know, getting the pops and bangs and the easy tunability, the no femto unlock, or is it worth getting a 21 plus and then getting all the upgraded stuff and not having to deal with a lot of the maintenance issues and the shortcomings that the first model year of the M340 had. So before I start talking shit on this car, I want to just let y'all know I love this car. This is my 2020 M340i, Sunset Metallic Orange, Stage 2, few cosmetic mods. Y'all seen it. So I don't want to waste too much time. I want to get straight into the first issue that the M340, the 2020 model year has, and that is the oil pump. I have dealt with this. The 2020 M340i's oil pump have a plastic housing around them, and they are prone to failing. And what happens when they fail is you won't lose oil pressure. What happens is you lose the ability to read your oil level. And for a car that's this expensive, you want to know if it's got oil in it. You don't want to be running this bitch dry, you know, and it's a BMW, so this bitch gonna burn some oil. But so when your oil pump fails on one of these, you'll go to check your oil and it'll read, and then it'll back out and it'll say oil level is fine, and it'll just back out, and it won't tell you when it fully completes on a working system. It'll read the whole thing to 100, and then it'll give you an accurate oil level, like minimum to high, and then you'll know you're good. But when your oil pump fails on a 2020, it'll just back out and say nothing. And that's basically the telltale sign that your oil pump has failed on your 2020 M340. On the 2021s, they fixed this issue and they put a metal housing around the oil pump. I'm surprised, honestly, this isn't a recall, because so many 2020s have dealt with this. Like, you can scroll through M340 owners on Facebook and you'll just see oil pump, can't read my oil, what's the deal with my car? And it happens so often, but I think BMW doesn't want to recall it because I've heard that it's like a $3,000 fix for parts and labor. I was lucky enough, when I bought this car, I pulled off the lot, didn't know anything about the oil pump issue, got home 6 hours from past Atlanta to my home, and it was like a week into me owning the car, and they had just done an oil change before I left the dealership. And so I was like, my oil is good, but I just was checking out the features of the car, and I was like, let me check my oil just to see, you know, how it works. You know, I never had a car that didn't have a dipstick, so I was like, that's weird, not popping your hood and like pulling a dipstick, like wiping it off and seeing it. But I was like, let me check my oil. So I did, and it went to like 16%, and then it backed out. And it said oil level is fine. I was like, that's weird. It didn't like go through the whole process. Let me try again. So I tried it again. Same thing. Backed out. Now, I was lucky enough to be under factory warranty when this happened. The car was untuned, never touched, not even one single mod on this hoe. This car is so sexy though, bro. Like, I never get over this, bro. They say, you know, if you bought the right car, if you always just like, when you go somewhere, you look back at it and you just like constantly are just like in awe over it. Because like every time I see this car, like I park up, I'm at the gas station, like I'm like, damn, bro, that's a sexy ass car. Dude, it's kind of dirty right now. It's been raining all day, but it still looks so fucking good. Shit, straight got distracted by my car. Let's get into the second issue, and that is going to be leaky diff. Another 2020 exclusive issue. It was fixed on 21 plus. They got an updated diff cover that made it stop. This was another issue that I was affected by, me being a 2020 and all. I actually didn't even think to look at my diff. Like, I never had, you know, had a reason to look at my diff or think anything of it. But I actually was scrolling the M340 owners group, and I seen somebody post about a diff failure in their 2020 M340. They said they had took it to the track, they launched it a few times, and then they got a differential warning light or a drivetrain malfunction or something, and they went behind the car and their diff was leaked the fuck out, and they had no fluid in it whatsoever. It was done. Like, their diff was done. They ended up having to spend like, I think like $4,000 on a new diff. It was a whole issue for them. So me owning a 2020, I immediately got scared shitless. I ran out to my car, looked under the back of it, and lo and behold, bro, my diff was leaking. Mine wasn't bad. I would say I maybe had like a few drops down it. Like, it didn't look like it was like spewing fluid. It looked like the breather was really doing its job. But being skeptical of seeing that post, I immediately took it in to get serviced. Like I said, the car was running and driving fine. But after seeing that, I was like, hell nah. Took it in to get drained and filled. It was still about, I would say it was maybe 70% full from what the people told me. And there was no metal in it, thankfully. It hadn't leaked that much. But I decided to drain and fill it just to get the service done. And about 10K miles later, I haven't leaked much or any that I've seen. I've checked it a few times, and I haven't seen any more leak out. So I'm thinking maybe I got one of the lucky 2020s that the breather valve on the diff just works correctly, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep checking it regularly, and if I do run into it again, I will obviously get the updated covers that the 2021 guys have, but I'll keep an eye on it. But this is just basically the second issue that the 2020s have that years past it don't have. So this is another thing. Like I'm saying, I'm not telling y'all get a 21 plus. I love my 2020 gang. 2020, I feel, is the best model year just because the pops and burbles, non-mild hybrid, things like that. But there's just a few issues y'all need to know about before you go buy one of these. Whether you want to pay it out of pocket or keep it extended warranty, whatever you want to do. So that's going to be about it for that point. But for my next point, it's going to be sunroof rattle. This is my third point. This is one issue on my list that I haven't actually personally been affected by, so I'm happy about that. But it's a post I see very often from the 2020 guys in the M340 owners group, and that is sunroof rattle or creaking. Apparently, if you use, I don't know if you have to use your sunroof a lot or what the deal is. But a lot of guys deal with sunroof rattling or creaking. I guess it sounds like wind or just like a creak. Like I would imagine it probably like a door creak or any creak and rattle in your car, just in your sunroof. And I can imagine it would be very annoying. Me personally, I've used my sunroof probably 2 times since I've had this car. And it's not because I don't like to use my sunroof. It's because I've seen so many posts about people talking about sunroof rattle, sunroof creaking, sunroof this. So I'm like, fuck it, it's not even worth it, bro. I'll just keep my shit shut. But yeah, that's basically my 3 issues with the 2020. And like I previously said, this car is my baby. I would not trade this for a 2021 any day. I would not do it. I love my 2020 despite the oil pump, despite the leaky diff, the burbles, the pops, the tunability, all of it. I love this vehicle, bro. It's great. It's everything I need. But I'm making this video as a PSA. If you're in the market for an M340, I'll probably name this video like don't buy a 2020 or something, you know, clickbait y'all a little bit. It ain't really clickbait. I just want to let y'all know, you know, give y'all a quick little PSA. You know, if you're gonna get a 2020, either prepare to pay some out-of-pocket costs for the oil pump, for the diff, for the sunroof rattle, or get an extended warranty. But if you go extended warranty, then you probably can't mod your car, because extended warranties, you know how they are. The moment they see that shit's flashed, they're gonna deny your warranty claim. You can try to fight it and do all that shit, but if you go through legal action and hiring lawyers, you're better off just paying for the repairs, in my eyes. But yeah, this is a quick PSA. Y'all leave me a comment. Is it worth getting a 2020 despite these issues, or would you go 21 plus, or did you get a 21 plus? Y'all let me know in the comments. But I'm gonna stop yapping now. Y'all like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.